to today's video. So in this video I'm going to be making some doilies. It's going to be kind of a craft with me video, but before I jumped into the voiceover I just wanted to come on and go over the supplies that I'm going to be using. So I've already prepped some things just so that way it doesn't take too long, and because it's a pretty boring process, to be honest. So I just wanted to show you what I'll be using. So firstly, I have these gold doilies. These are the Maggie Holmes doilies that I picked up from Tuesday Morning a while back. I suggest using either gold or metallic ones or even color doilies over the white ones, just because they tend to be a lot more sturdy for some reason. So I use these ones just because they kind of hold up better. They don't rip as much. But it also just kind of depends on the brand of the doily, I think. So I use these ones, and then the dies that I use to cut everything out, which like I said I've already done off camera. So this is a circle die that I got from scrapbook.com a while back, but these are like super generic, like they're not anything special. You can find these in all kinds of places, but I will try to link these down below if I can remember. If I don't remember, then just write a comment down below and I will definitely edit it and fix it to where it's in there, just because I forget sometimes whenever I'm putting things on YouTube and scheduling stuff. So yeah, and then the other dies are these ones. These are from Firefly. My cat's got onto this one, so you can see it has some bite marks. Yeah, my cats are super weird, but anyways, I got these from Tuesday Morning, but these are also just really a basic shape that you can get from pretty much anywhere. I'm sure if you search, you can find some heart ones, and these ones come in different sizes. There's 5 pieces in this one, so I just use the biggest one, and then I go down 2 sizes from that, so this one right here, and I put those on my cutting machine like this. Here, I'll just show you. I'm not the best at doing like die cuts and stuff. I really don't do it too often, but I just put them like that on whatever the paper that I use and the foam to get these shapes, and that way it kind of creates more of a true shaker look. So that's going to be on top, and then in order to give it some dimension, I also cut out the same thing for the foam, just so that way whenever I add the sequins or the beads or whatever, that it has some sort of like lift to it, so that way the beads don't get caught on anything. So hopefully that kind of gives you some ideas on how you can create these. It's definitely not hard. I'm going to be assembling these on camera, so that way you can kind of see if you're having trouble. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy watching. If you have any questions about these products or the information, just leave me a comment below. I know that bag toppers can be in high demand and sometimes confusing, especially when there's dies involved. So feel free to leave me a comment below and ask any questions. I'll try my best to answer. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I did speed up this video quite a bit, but you can edit and adjust the speed of the video in the top left corner, I believe. It might be in the right corner, not sure, but you can adjust the speed. So if you need to slow it down, you can. It will edit the voice just a little bit, but you can always mute it and just try to follow along. So all I'm doing here is just kind of like assembling the heart and putting everything together. So I'm taking the bottom piece and then putting the foam on top. Now before I put on the acetate on this, I'm just adding in some sequins. I don't have a pre-made mix ready, so I'm just kind of sprinkling in a few bits and pieces in my stash. I just got these super cute seed beads, and these are from Cartwright Sequins. I'll link them down in the description box. They have very affordable sequins. They have tons of different sizes and colors and all kinds of different shapes as well. So I hauled just a few things from them recently, and whenever I put in the seed beads, it was quite a bit, so I just kind of went with it and then added a little bit more of all the other sequins. So that's why it looks a little bit different here when I'm adding in more glue. So the next step is to add the acetate, and that just kind of acts as a shield for the sequins in a way, so it keeps anything from falling out but still makes them visible to the recipient. So now I'm just adding in the top layer, which is this little stitched heart that's the same shape as the foam. So in the future, and you'll see like I fix this as I go, I do kind of trim down the hearts, just because whenever you're gluing, it's hard to line everything up exactly correct. You can kind of see there wherever I was holding it close to the camera, it's not perfectly lined up, but whenever it's on the actual bag topper, because there's other stuff going on, it's not really that noticeable, so it's definitely not a big deal. But in the future, I would kind of trim as you go, so every time you add a layer, just kind of trim off any of the excess that's no longer lined up, and that just saves a lot of time and it kind of just makes it look more put together. I didn't want to cut any after this because the sequins were already in there. I didn't want to risk cutting into anything else. So now I'm adding on this circle die cut to the actual doily, and I'm just doing this very lightly. I don't add a lot of glue or anything to these bag toppers. I don't really use them for anything super heavy duty, so you'll notice I don't really use that much glue or tape. So I'm just putting in a piece on each side and then folding it over the doily so that way it is lined up and it stays put together. And then I add on the heart with just one piece of tape, and I do this for a few reasons. Like I said, I don't really need anything to be super heavy duty, and then there's always a risk of needing to move that heart, and if I were to need to move it, I don't want to have so much tape and glue on there that it kind of makes everything fall apart. So I do that just to kind of hold it in place, and it's also movable if needed. So I'm going through my stash here, and I found the chipboard from the La La Love collection, which is crepe paper, and I really like the way that the pink and the green look together. It kind of matched the cherries on the heart, so I just added those together. And put those on the side. I haven't glued anything down yet because I was looking for something to layer behind it, and I go back to the sticker sheet because all of the ephemera was really big. So I go back to the sticker sheet and I find this really cute fray sticker as well as these cherries, and I like the way that it looks and how it matches the paper. So I'm just kind of lightly putting it on there, not pressing it down or anything quite yet, just because there's always a chance that I might move it, and I don't really I want to have everything glued down if I need to move it. So I finally find a piece to put behind the heart and the cupcake, and it looks super cute and matches the colors perfectly. I really like the sticker sheet for this collection. I think it has it's definitely different than the ephemera and the chipboard. Like, there's so many different options on the sticker sheet. So if you didn't pick up this collection, I would say maybe still pick up the sticker sheet because I think it matches a lot of really cute collections and there's a lot of different options. So I'm all done with that one, and I didn't really show you up close, but you'll be able to see it again at the end. So now I'm moving on to the next one. I'm just assembling the heart here again. So the first bag topper was more La La Love themed, and I tried to make this one a little bit more main squeeze. And I do apologize, I know I'm off camera here, or out of frame a little bit, but you should be able to see a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm basically just assembling the heart, and I'm about to add in the sequins. The paper that I use for this bag topper, which is a circle you can see in the background, that's actually from the Bloom collection. I really don't have any Valentine's Day papers this year, so I think it was a really great opportunity for me to just kind of go through my stash, and so I kind of made myself a little kit with paper anyways, and just kind of looked through, saw what was pink, what was red, and whether or not it matched the collection, and then pulled those all out. And my cat is featured in my video today. As you can see, she wanted lots and lots of attention, so I let her sit on my desk because anytime that I set her down, she just jumps back up and causes a lot of chaos. So I just let her stay for now. I'm sorry if it's distracting for you guys or if you don't like cats. I do apologize then, but hopefully it's not too bad. She usually just stays still for most of the video. So yeah, she was hanging out with me today. And in this part of the video, I'm just adding on the circle again, nothing that you haven't seen. It's a pretty simple process. I still like to show it because I think that the idea of bag toppers are pretty new. I didn't really see anything until Adriana and Shara Crane started posting on Instagram a lot more of their bag toppers, and theirs are absolutely amazing. So if you haven't seen those, make sure to check those out because their bag toppers are so beautiful and intricate. Mine are a lot more simple, just because I don't even know how to do that, so I just kind of stick with what I know, and even just making the bag toppers was kind of like a challenge for me, so definitely fun though. I've been wanting to make some more since I made a few for Christmas. So on this one, like I said, I'm using the Main Squeeze collection. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with the bag topper. Oh, they're like a new concept, so I haven't personally seen that many videos. I know Rachel, who is over at Paper Ventures, did a video quite recently, and hers are super awesome. I'll link her in the description box as well because she makes really awesome bag toppers. But other than that, I really wasn't that sure on how to like go about assembling these, so I thought, you know, why not film it for anybody else who was like me and was like, what even is a bag topper? So I hope this video kind of helps you, and I hope that you feel inspired to make some bag toppers. They're really not hard, it's just kind of the die cutting process. I really don't like doing die cuts, so that's not the best, it's not the most fun thing that I could be doing, but yeah, after you get through that, and I just kind of prepped these two, so I had kind of already cut everything out and set it aside, and then the next day I was like, let me assemble all this and start decorating. So that's what I'm doing here, and this one turned out super cute. I go back and forth with a lot of the pieces, as you can see, trying to figure out what to add and what it needed more of. But in the end, I thought it turned out super cute. Sorry I didn't really walk you through the process of me decorating, but hopefully you can watch and see that. I know I'm a little bit rambly today, but that is how these bag toppers turned out. And I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you feel inspired, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.